A big decision today from the Supreme Court involving birth control. Some corporations can now opt out of the requirement to offer all contraceptives to employees. They must be owned by a small group of people with religious objections. In these cases, the government might have to pay for those forms of birth control.
So things can get kind of complicated now. Which birth controls are covered and which ones aren't?
And what's the difference between those and others? ABC2's Catherine Hawley spoke with a doctor to break it all down for us.
In this case, the companies going before the High Court argued emergency contraceptives like the morning after pill, as well as intrauterine devices or IUDs, can cause what they believe to be a type of abortion. Well, it's a claim that numerous scientific studies have proved wrong, but local health experts say the misconception is far-reaching.
It's right inside the uterine cavity. It stays in because of its T-shape.
Obstetrician gynecologist Dr. Katie Buchanan says the differences between the many forms of birth control on the market really aren't that big. Whether it's hormone birth control pills, condoms, emergency contraceptives, or intrauterine devices, also called IUDs, she explains they work in similar ways.
There's long-standing confusion. I think part of it happened because we didn't know at first exactly how they were working, and now that we know, I think trying to disseminate that information is hard.
IUDs come in different forms. Some have copper and others have hormones embedded in them. Emergency contraceptives like the morning after pill are essentially a large dose of the hormones found in birth control pills. One thing Buchanan wants to make clear is IUDs and emergency contraception do not cause abortions. They do not prevent fertilized eggs to implant.
They don't work in that way, and that they actually work by, preventing fertilization.
A misconception, she says, is now having very real consequences on women's health. Buchanan calls the Supreme Court ruling sad.
Fundamentally, healthcare decisions need to be made by a woman and her doctor, and they need to not be influenced by her employer's religious beliefs.
And those in favor of today's ruling say it's a victory for religious freedom and that government has no place in this issue. Catherine Hawley, ABC2 News.